Commander Bly addressed his troopers before battle was about to start. Alright, clones. Ever since someone, Clyde, left the city gates unlocked after returning home from patrol, the droids have managed to slip in and held our inner city citadel under attack for months now. We're honestly at our last stand. We're almost out of troopers. Ammo is running dry. This is it, boys. So, let's all make up for Clyde's mistake, Clyde, and win this battle. Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Daily Tactics here, bringing you some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, and today we find ourselves at a clone super fortress that has been under siege for months. This siege has been absolutely brutal on the local populace as well as the garrison of 327th Star Corps troopers here. As you can see, they have definitely dwindled in terms of numbers. This is not a full garrison. They are looking pretty weak. Most of the ramparts only half staffed and whatnot. So clearly the 327th has taken some serious losses during this entire siege. And of course, you know, their barricades are looking worse for wear. They've got downed ATTEs. All the vehicles in here are damaged beyond repair, so they're just sort of sitting here waiting for the siege to end. The LAATs are out of fuel, so they can't take off, all that stuff. This is a brutal situation for Commander Bly, who is right here, and his 327th Star Corps, and the droids are gearing up for their final assault on the Clone Army Super Fortress. They have a few hundred droids at the front gates here, another couple hundred on the right flank, and then another 100 or so on the far left flank as well, and they're going to be doing this crushing pincer movement towards the clones in the middle, and the clones have to fight them off and you know, try to survive. They do have one mortar in the back here. They have 3 of these E-Web turrets, 2 at the front gates, and then 1 a little bit farther forward right here. And then other than that, they don't have any vehicles or anything of the sorts, just hardened clones with small arms. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button. Without further ado, let's get it going. Hey guys, real quick before this video begins, I want to thank my sponsor, Instant Gaming, for sponsoring this video. They sell really cheap games for almost any console you could think of and PC. Men of War Assault Squad 2, for example, a game I play a lot on the channel, is only $5 compared to its retail price of $30. They achieve this by buying games in bulk during Steam sales and then selling them back to consumers for a cheaper price later on. It is completely legit. I use it to buy all of my games personally, so I would highly recommend it if you're looking to pick something up. They also have a wide variety of Star Wars games, every Star Wars Battlefront you could imagine, the Force Unleashed games, Knights of the Old Republic, Republic Commandos, all for extremely cheap prices. Even just going in the link in the description below and clicking on the link helps out my channel a ton because it shows that I am referring to people to the website. I'd highly recommend considering it if you're looking to make a game purchase in the near future. And thank you so much for you guys for listening to this advertisement. Thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring the video, and on with the video. Alrighty then, my dudes, let's go ahead and press start right now, and the droid army should begin marching forward, and the clone defenders immediately start to fire at these droids. They can waste no time in allowing them to come forward. Just because of the severity of their current situation, they need to start scrapping droids pronto, and it looks like a lot of the clones on the very front lines here are already going down, but not before getting a few kills, which is good. The more kills these clone troopers can gather against these oncoming battle droids, the better. It's a war of attrition right now, and the clones are not winning this war of attrition. I kind of enjoy this video concept because it's just sort of like the clones' backs are against the walls. They've, you know, suffered heavy losses. This is a true sort of final stand situation that they've got going on here, and there's always something a little bit entertaining to me about situations where they are just so beaten down and are on the brink of destruction, yet still fighting. That sort of a thing is one of my favorite things to watch in this mod and in the Clone Wars as a TV show. I mean, that scene where Commander Keeley and his Jedi Master, I can't remember his name, but when they are, you know, doing that last stand to let the Twi'leks escape, like, backs against the wall. They have to hold out for as long as possible. One of my all-time favorite scenes from the Clone Wars. That is seriously, seriously epic. Either way, lots of clones going down here. Also, a bunch of droids going down. I mean, as we were looking at those droid lines over there, we could see that there were a bunch of dead battle droid units, which is great. And also, the more losses that both sides take, the better the FPS will get. We were dipping into like 5 FPS there, but now we are back up to about 6 or 7, which is significantly better. You know, large-scale battles like these always have some serious problems in terms of lag and whatnot, but we seem to be doing okay now. We're back up to about 8 FPS. An E-Web turret up here at the very front lines is still alive and kicking. That's a very, very good thing to see for the clone troopers. It is spraying both ends of these choke points, trying to hold both of them as hard as possible. In fact, it's rotating all the way around. Oh, are they getting flanked back here? Oh, there's a few droids back here, and I think the E-Web turret is worried about a flank, but it should just focus in on the front. Oh, it's also getting flanked from the left, too. One of the drivers is down. The second goes down as well after a bit of a panic there. More droids just sort of cruising on in here to the clone lines. Oh, grenade! Watch out, buddy! He gets shot down because he tried to run from the grenade. That's a real shame. One clone left alive way up here. He's chilling with a bunch of battle droids. He's like, if I don't move, they won't see me, but instead someone just shot him anyway. Rip my dude indeed. The outside defenses are slowly but surely failing. There is still a mortar alive. Maybe that thing can get some damage going against these battle droids. Let's see where that shot lands. I don't think I saw it land. Maybe it hit a building or something like that. They also do still have one E-Web turret, which is a good thing to see. You know, the longer those cannons that are highly powerful and have good damage output, the longer they can stay alive, I think the better off the clone warriors will be. But, you know, it's only a matter of time, I have a feeling, until those things go down, and then it's up to Commander Bly and his interior defenses to hold. Here's Commander Bly himself right here. Oh, what are these guys doing? What are you fellas doing? I mean, the clones are on free move mode. There's a few of them, and it seems like they're all chilling in the back of the base there, trying to run away, trying to hide behind some tanks or something. Cowards! Get up and fight! Get up and fight! Ooh, one of the LAATs over here seems to be seriously damaged and sort of flipped on its back a little bit. It's turtling. I mean, I don't think it was very useful, because clearly the clones would probably use it for air support. If it was useful. It's probably out of fuel or something along those lines. Look at this E-Web turret go, man. It is just rapid firing out like an absolute beast. Beautiful. And there are still a few clones left alive up here. I say that and one dies naturally. I have the curse of death upon these clone troopers. Whenever I look their way, they die. But yeah, one or two guys over there sort of holding out in the more front lines, I suppose. Yeah, they're likely to go down pretty soon. I could retreat him back. Oh, he died, actually. I could have retreated him back, but he probably would have gotten shot in the back as he ran away. That's sort of my guess there. How many kills does the mortar have? Does it have any? Is it doing anything? It has 1 kill. The E-Web turret has 16, so E-Web turret is far more significant than this mortar, which is not really being helpful in the slightest, I have to say. I mean, it looks cool. Mortars always do kind of look cool. That's a nice little screenshot with the glow of the laser fire hitting the backgrounds. That's kind of sick. I can dig it. I can dig it. The clones are actually kind of holding out now for once. They got steamrolled in the early part of this battle, but now, look at this, you know? They're starting to hold back against these droids. They're starting to, you know, keep them at bay. There's still a lot of droids, and they are on both flanks still, and they're slowly sort of creeping on forward on all sides, but you know what? For the time being, the clones are doing an immense job of keeping them at bay. The E-Web turret is finally down now. We saw that little droid push sort of make that happen for the CIS, and the mortar is down. Not that the mortar ended up doing all that much, if we're being completely honest. Now we've just got a bunch of DC-15A troopers holding the front lines. It could be worse. DC-15As are some seriously powerful weaponry, so I mean, these guys are definitely equipped for the job of stopping the droid army from advancing. They've got nice, you know, range to them. They've got a good damage output, and even when they're in close range, the DC-15As can, you know, do some good stuff for the clone army. We also have a Westar sort of sniper assault rifle kind of thingy here, commonly used by ARC troopers, but I guess, the garrison doesn't tend to distinguish between ARC troopers and standard clones when, they're in such a brutal position and they need every weapon they can possibly get. So I'm sure this guy was like, alright, I'm not an ARC trooper, but I'm picking this thing up because I don't want to die. I'm fighting tooth and nail here. I'm going to use whatever weapon is at my disposal, but whatever weapon actually has ammunition in it. So the front lines of the base defense are completely down. The second line starting to take a little bit of a loss here, but still going strong. Still got 4 men strong right there. Also, some of the free roamers are still kicking. These guys are all free roamers back there that have sort of taken up arms. Bly right here in the middle, not using any cover at all, just sort of chilling and firing away. An interesting tactic, Bly, but go for it. Oh, I forgot. We have these Mark IV repeaters back here for the clones as well. I completely forgot these things existed. So I guess the clones do still have 2 more turrets at their disposal. Not sure how powerful those things are. I'm pretty sure they're way less powerful than the E-Web turrets, but I mean, the clones are probably happy to have them. Any help they can get. Bly sort of moves off a little bit. He's clearly trying to get away. There we go. He runs off farther. Just go behind cover, Bly. Why are you so cover shy, bud? Just right there you go. There you go, Chief. I'm proud of you. You finally figured it out. You can actually stand behind cover. One of the Mark IV repeaters does end up going down right there. There's only one of those bad Larrys left. The droids are pushing further and further forward here. Man, there are a lot of them left alive. This is not looking too good for the clone army currently. This is not looking too good. Oh, did Bly go down? Where'd Bly go? Bly! What art thou, Bly? Oh, he's still alive right there. I mean, the clones actually do have a solid number of troopers still left alive, and they'll be able to hold this corner here, which could be very, very helpful for their cause, Oh, hey, Lord Gonk and the medical droid over here. Big chillin'. What's up, Lord Gonk? Praise be to Gonk. May Gonk bless the clones in their battle today. Quick prayer to the Gonk man, and we'll see if that helps the clone fight here. I'd like to see a clone victory here, honestly. I feel like it's sort of the underdog story, and they're getting beaten so hard back that it'd be nice to see them make that comeback and make that valiant last stand against the droids. I just think it would be cool to see. So I am personally rooting for the clones, and I am not ashamed of that at all. But it's okay if the droids win too. Won't hold it against my clone brothers. At this point, they've already done such a beautiful defense as it is. It's already been very, very impressive. So, props to the clones for making it this far. The second Mark IV repeater does end up going down right there. The droids are entering into the military base as we speak, though they are taking losses at the entranceway. But there is still a whole horde of them backing up these Vanguard troopers over here, and most of the clones are becoming suppressed within the walls. That is very, very bad. The clones need to be up. They need to be firing at this choke point if they want to win in the slightest. You guys, come on, guys. Get up. Get up, buddies. They are not getting up. In fact, they are staying suppressed. Almost the entirety of the clone army is remaining suppressed. Only a few brave soldiers are deciding to actually fire out, and that is a huge mistake, if I do say so myself. The clones, in my opinion, should be up and firing if they want to win this thing at all. But, I mean, I can't morale boost them. That's Bly's job, and Bly's trying his best. I mean, he's leading by example. He is up, he is firing, he is moving around, but his buddies in the back are not. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's some fire. Bly finally rallied the troopers. Oh, Bly died. Maybe the troopers saw Bly die and were like, oh god, oh, start firing. We failed our commander. Get some fire out, boys. Come on. Oh no. Oh, jeez Louise. They should have been firing this whole time, and now the droids have a solid position in the entranceway with cover and all. So, the clones definitely made this harder on themselves by just not participating in the battle for those few minutes there. That was definitely a mistake on their part, for sure. Well, we'll see if they can, do it now. Oh, the garbage truck is here. If it starts making noise, I'll pause the video and then come back. It seems fine. Every morning it comes at a different time. Like, I tried to use to, like, schedule when the garbage man would come and be like, okay, so it comes at 9 a.m., but now it's whenever. Okay, it's making noise. I'll be right back. All right, boys, I said, garbage man, be gone, and they left. Don't worry, I have that authority on campus. It's all good. Here we go. The clone's still holding out, boys, but my faith in them is fleeting. At least they're up. At least they're firing. It took the death of their commander to get them up, and now they're all suppressed again. Great. That's awesome. That's awesome. All of the free roamers are like in the back corner. At least, they might appear to be cowardly, running away from the problem in the way back, but at least they're firing. I mean, the same cannot be said for these dudes who are sticking to the trenches. They aren't firing in the slightest. To be fair, I don't think these guys really have an angle to fire. Maybe they do. Who knows? But they're serving Lord Gonk. They need to stay alive for as long as possible. Keep that little guy dancing. Come on, fellas. At least the droids are being held at the door at this point. I mean, and they are still suffering losses. I don't want to say I think the clones have a chance, because in all honesty, I don't think they do. But at the very least, they can hopefully get some more kills on these battle droids. They can avenge some of their fallen brothers before they let the super fortress fall. And they are still getting some laser fire in there. It's good to see blue laser fire mixed in with the onslaught of oncoming red laser fire. To be fair, there's not that many droids left alive over here. I mean, maybe 100 or so, maybe 150, that sort of thing, against like 20 or 30 clone troopers? Okay, hearing the numbers, the odds don't sound too bad. Not to mention, the clones aren't really going down at a rate I would have expected, and they're back up firing once again, so maybe we're gonna see a revival in the clone defense here, and we're gonna see some good kills, and we're gonna get some stuff going here. I don't know. I'm trying to be optimistic for our boys. I'm trying to be as optimistic as possible. Oh, one of the last few guys in the inner circle over here did end up going down. There's still one guy with the T-21B up here, but he's really stuck. I don't blame him for not firing at this point, because if he does get up, he's basically going to get insta-shot in the head by this whole slew of droids back here, so it's understandable why he's getting suppressed. But the guys back here, there's no excuse. They need to be firing if they want to win this thing. Especially this guy with the D-19, a very powerful machine gun. If he's just spraying that entranceway, he is bound to get kills. He's doing chiclet fire. I would honestly just be going as much as possible, but to each their own. I suppose he is a specially trained clone trooper, so maybe he does know a little bit better than me. I am just sort of a nerd sitting in a chair watching some clones do their thing. I am not, not one of them. And I won't pretend to be. I'm no poser. Okay, well, the clones are actually holding out a little bit here. I did not give them enough credit. They're making it happen, baby. They are doing it, and you kind of love to see it. I love it when our clone boys succeed here. I'm still not going to say I think they're going to win, because I don't. I still think they're probably going to take the L here, and losses are coming up again in the clone lines. More troopers going down, including this D-19 trooper. But at the very least, we can say they've gone down fighting, and they've made an impact. Either way, it is actually the day after the Oscars came out, and Joker won a few of its nominations, which was awesome. I saw the nominations slowly start trickling in, and I saw Joker losing a lot of them, and I was like, ugh, I hate the Academy so much. Like, they suck. They do not recognize actual true art or true, cinema. And then finally, Joaquin Phoenix, I cannot pronounce his name. You know who I'm talking about, the Joker. He won Best Main Actor, or whatever the category is called, which was awesome. Super, super well deserved. They also won a few others. I think they won Best Film Score. Super, super deserved. I think they were going up against John Williams, actually, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I was not following it too much. But to be honest, Rise of Skywalker, it was a pretty good film score, but it wasn't that great. It was not John Williams' finest work. I'd say his finest work probably came from original trilogy, maybe Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, something like that. Maybe even like the prequel trilogy, you could make an argument for, but certainly not the sequel trilogy, I gotta say. So I don't feel like he was robbed. I saw a few people commenting on Twitter that they felt John Williams was robbed. I don't share that sentiment, even though I'm a huge Star Wars fanboy and I love John Williams' work, but, you know, what can you do? If you do feel that way, I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, it's always interesting seeing the Oscars. I think it's one of the worst institutions, considering it's so politically biased and whatnot, and I really, really hate that. But they did okay this year. They actually did, you know, give it to some deserving people, which is a good thing to see, because oftentimes it's never given to the right people. Yeah, that's sort of my ramble on the Oscars for the day. Actually, some of the free-roaming clones getting a little bit gutsier and moving forward here. That's interesting. That's sort of showing that the AI believes that the tides of war are changing and that the clones might actually be able to win this thing. So, you know, maybe we will see a rebirth in the clone defense here and that the clones will manage to succeed here. Oh, there's actually a whole ton of droids way, way back here, sort of stuck. I'm going to start squatting up the droids. Just, you know, that's what we do in these battles now when it gets down to the end of the battle. We squat them all up. And we'll see if they do some better tactics. They probably won't. I mean, they're pretty stuck in here, so I don't see them, like, doing too much different by squatting them up, but maybe. The clone's actually coming very far forward. In fact, this trooper nearly at the entrance now. Buddy, you are going to die. You need to go back. Sir, go back right now. Oh, droid's mobilizing, actually. They're just walking in, and the clones are not. There we go. They stopped. Okay. Here comes the fire. Maybe they were waiting for them to get into the choke point. Dude, you had a grenade out. You could have used that, but instead you just got yourself killed. And these free-roaming droids are now stuck up in the front instead of in the back where they used to be, where they were a little bit more helpful. And, yeah, the free roamers might have just lost this thing for them. Also, the regrouping of the droids. That was not caused by me squatting them up. Whenever there's like a 10-15 second delay in battle, the AI automatically goes to their next waypoint. So that's just what that was. It would have happened if I had or had not squatted them up. So, you know, don't blame me for that. But the clones now having to deal with this onslaught of droid attackers, and they are not dealing with it too well. In fact, a lot of clones going down. It looks like, you know, once the droids leaned in with their full weight against the clones once again, and they stopped screwing around a little bit there, they finally started to make a little bit more progress, and they are now, like, deeper into the building than before. All of the troopers guarding Lord Gonk are dead. Poor Gonk. And, you know, the last few remaining clones are slowly getting sliced up by incoming laser fire. I think the free roamers, honestly, were one of the biggest problems. Them going so far up there, it just led to their deaths. I mean, there's nothing they can do up there. I don't know why they did it, and they did not hold the point at all. So I really do have to kind of blame the free roamers a little bit. I think that was, you know, a big part of the loss is now on their hands. I think they were a big cause of this defeat here. I think almost the clones might have been able to hold a little bit longer if those free roamers hadn't gotten themselves killed. All right, droids marching forward again. Clones still not really firing. They're holding fire. A couple of them reloading. This is weird. Is there some sort of armistice going out? Nope, the armistice did not pay off, and the clones begin firing once again. This is a last man stand, guys. Whole horde of droids. These are all the droids. All forward now. Yeah, I'm almost disappointed at this ending now. It was such a good battle until the very end there, where I think the free roamers kind of mucked it all up. I think the clones might have been able to hold, actually, if the free roamers hadn't moved so far forward like that. There's a couple guys in the hangar there, but I think that's actually it. Are all the clones dead? Yep, all the clones are dead. The droids ended up winning the day there. I feel kind of bad now because the clones didn't win, and I got my hopes up, man. I got my hopes up. Either way, we could look at the losses here. Yellow are... Wait, no. Okay, yellow are dead clones, and red are dead droids. At the very beginning, there was a few losses for the droids, but they really charged on in. It wasn't until, like, right about here where the droids really started taking losses, and then the clones beat them up hardcore. I mean, we see dead droids all over the place here. And then even at the entrance, this was a very, very good hold, and the clones did just a phenomenal job for a while there, and they held out strong, but then they ended up getting completely killed there for the last little bit. Well, guys, either way, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe if you did end up enjoying. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on the video, what you think led to the clone defeat here, what you think should happen in the next video I do, what sort of scenario would you like to see, all that good stuff. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace! I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.